So on this channel, we've talked about how people steal houses, some of them legally, some of them not so legally. Today I want to switch it up. I've been thinking about this a lot and I'm getting pretty excited. I want to give away a house. I'd like to give away all my houses. I've just got to think about this a little more and figure this out. And to be clear, I'm talking about giving away one of my tiny houses in my tiny house community that we're building. Pretty excited about this. I couldn't give away all my properties. That's over 200 properties. And unless I find a way to get really creative and give away all these houses without losing my livelihood, that's probably not going to happen. But we're going to start small, or should I say tiny. I wouldn't say I grew up poor, but there were definitely times when I went with holes in my shoes until we could afford to get new shoes. And, you know, we just didn't have a lot of extra disposable income. And growing up, I wanted to be a millionaire ever since I can remember, and to not have to worry about those necessities of life and to be able to relax what I thought money would provide for me as a lifestyle. So I've been blessed a ton. I've got a great family. I've got a great team. I've got a great community. I've just been blessed with so many opportunities and so many blessings in my life. I can't be more grateful. So now that I'm starting to round the corner and I'm able to think about surviving less and less, I turn to helping other people and giving back more and more. That's part of the reason I started this YouTube channel. But honestly, it's hard because I'm selfish and I have those selfish desires, and I feel guilty wanting nice things for myself when I know there's people out there that don't even have the necessities of life. But I wonder, is it possible to be able to want those things for myself and be selfish, but at the same time help others and give back? And the conclusion that I've come to is yes, I can do that. And I want to allocate a percentage of my income to giving back. And that way, the more I make, the more fun stuff I can do, but also the more I'm helping as well. It allows me to work hard for a goal that I'm looking to achieve, to maybe go on a vacation or to get an electric bike or get a paraglider or something along those lines. But at the same time, not feeling guilty because I'm also increasing the amount I'm giving. So that's enough about that. That's my personal goal, but I want my company to do that as well. But that comes with its own inherent problems because I have a partner, I've got employees, I've got overhead, and there's costs involved. So is there a way to align economics where I can do something good for the community, but also help my company, but not hinder the goals that my partner and I are trying to achieve? Hang around to the end of the video and I'll explain how we're going to pick the person that we're going to give this house to. So there are so many people that call me up wanting a rental that they've been kicked out of their house because their landlord sold the house or the rents are just going up and they're on a fixed income and they have nowhere to go. A lot of these people earn less than $1,000 a month. There's not a lot of options for them, but what can I do? I run a very successful real estate company, and if I were to give out rents to everybody that asks, I would not be a successful real estate company, it'd be a failed real estate company. So that's why I've been thinking about this a lot, and I think I discovered a way that I can still accomplish my goals, but also give back and make a meaningful difference as we go. So I think I've discovered a way to give away one of our 29 tiny homes and possibly all of them away without really affecting our bottom line and still accomplishing our goals, but also making a meaningful difference along the way. So here's my plan. I want to get whoever wins the contract to say frame all the 28 preceding houses to donate their time and some materials if they have to the remaining house. And same with the AC and same with the roofer. So all these people that work on this project, they're going to make a lot of money in the process, but at the same time, the last house, they're going to donate their time for that final project, and that's going to offset the cost for us and allow us to subsidize that rent for a lot cheaper than we would normally be able to. Maybe we can get some local charities and some church groups or possibly donations from the community to come in and help further do this. And that's why I say we could possibly give away all of these homes, but it's really going to depend on the support from the community and how much help we get. Because if this takes too much and is just too much of a burden, I'm just not going to have time to do it. But if I can get a lot of help and support, this could be a really neat project. In order to do this, I need to align the economics with giving away. They're going to win on the first 28 houses, and then the 29th house, that's where we can get some traction. I was asking myself, how do I get people to want to give and to want to do this? What makes people, and this is probably going to offend some people, but here's what I come up with. I think people fall into 3 different categories on why they give back. One is for selfish reasons. Honestly, they want to look good. They want to make a legacy. It fulfills them possibly. All those are selfish reasons. The second one is they're truly charitable. These are people that are really just believe in the cause and they're just truly charitable. The third type of person is maybe somebody who needs redemption. Somebody who in high school bought a bunch of variety tickets at the local hardware store and used them to sneak into movies and into dances and school events and things like that, and they feel really bad and they need redemption. Something like that. So usually they fall into one of those 3 categories. And with that in mind, we could have companies sponsor a house, like the AC company, and it could be called ABC Cooling House. And that could be a win-win for both of us. They get their name out there, and we get some work done for cheap or free. Maybe we put a plaque up with their name on it, or we do a YouTube video recognizing their efforts. Here's some challenges that we need to overcome and to make this work. Number one is paying for it. I think we can match anyone's donation. So if somebody wants to donate, my company will match that donation. And hopefully others will also chime in and want to match that as well, so we can get some velocity and some trajectory here. The second thing is, what if we ever need to sell this village for some unknown reason due to unforeseen circumstances in the future? And in that case, what we're going to want to do is we're going to take any of those funds that were allocated or donated, and we're going to want to make sure that those get transferred to a new charitable entity or something. I can promise you that none of that money will ever go into my pocket, but we've got to figure out the details on that. So we don't have all the answers yet, but I'm going to figure this out. So the last problem kind of goes hand in hand with who we're going to give the house to. We got to make sure that whoever's getting this house doesn't take advantage. And I think probably the best way to do this is to fractionalize the house. Don't give it all away to one person, but give it away to multiple people. And we can do that in subsidizing the rent. So we'll charge $300 to $400 for rent in a market that's normally $900 to $1,200 a month. And in that way, company profits are covered under that $300 to $400. So are our employee costs, our landscaping, our maintenance, and so on. That other $600 to $900 is what we donate back on a monthly basis forever. So here's what I'm thinking. And as far as who we're going to give the house away to, here are my thoughts. I've been thinking a lot about this, and I'd love your input. Let me know who you think I should also include in this. But the number one that comes to mind that I think a lot of people are aware of are vets. There's not a whole lot of explanation needed there. They need a lot of help. The second category is battered women. You got women that are in situations where they're in an abusive relationship. Maybe they're in a situation that's just not healthy. They need to get out. We can subsidize that for maybe 6 months to a year to allow them to get on their feet and to get back going again. The other one is first responders. I was on the search and rescue for several years, and I know how much time, especially the volunteers, they put hours and hours and days of their life into this. And so I wouldn't mind giving back to that community as well. We could also do just low-income individuals moving to the area that need time to get set up. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. What is our story going to be? Maybe we do some of each. Maybe we have a couple first responder houses. We have a couple of vet houses, and we have a couple of, transitional houses. And this is all going to kind of depend on who we're going to collaborate with and who wants to get involved. So share this video with anyone or group that you may think might be interested in this. Would you like something like this in your area? So I'm trying to incorporate a go-giver mentality into my life, and this channel is part of that, because giving money to someone is only a temporary solution. Teach a man to fish and all that. I'm really excited about this project. So if you're interested in getting involved, please contact me. Also, we set up a GoFundMe account for anyone who wants to donate. I mean, $1 would be awesome, $10, $1,000, $50,000 if you want to donate an entire house. Just make sure it's more than 30 cents, because that's the fee GoFundMe takes for taking donations. So make sure it's 31 cents. I hope this video was entertaining, and I'll keep you posted on this project, and we'll see you on the next video.